Up, boys? We're taking a look at some MLB player props in today's video over on Prize Picks. We had a 5-0 sweep yesterday on the Patreon. Really 4-0, 5-0 if you count the lean. That was on the Patreon, so we had a pretty damn good day yesterday. Of course, it was one of the days where I did not upload a video, unfortunately, but we're bouncing back today. I like the slate as of right now, too. I'm waiting on some more stuff to release even more props, but also follow me on Twitter if you guys want to see some more props. DOMG props on Twitter. Go give me a follow over there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about some player props for you guys in today's video. I got a strikeout prop and 2 pitching out props for you guys in today's video. I love the pitcher props. Not really a big fan of batter props, not gonna lie. I'm liking the pitchers for sure. But let's go ahead though and talk about these here. But if anyone's not on Prize Picks, go ahead and sign up. They match your first deposit 100% up to $100. I highly recommend joining. You guys can win up to 10 times your money. It's available in most states, so use code DOMG when you guys go ahead and sign up. You guys sign up with my code today to give you a 100% deposit match up to $100. And I believe also today is a 100% deposit match up to $100 for I think everyone. So even if you've already been on Prize Picks, you guys can still get this. I'd definitely look at their Twitter and all that to make sure that's today. I think it is. But I'm pretty sure that's going on today. So pretty sweet deal on Prize Picks right now. They do fun promotions all the time. Like they had an NFL draft thing. You picked overs and unders, and you could win $100,000 if you got 16 out of 16 right. So I didn't do very good. I felt pretty good going into it. I did not go 16 for 16, unfortunately. Did not win $100,000, but hey, it was a free thing you could have a chance to win $100,000 from. So pretty sweet deal. But let's go ahead though and talk about these player props now in today's video. Just make sure you guys go ahead and like the video and subscribe. And Patreon link is in the description. Don't join yet though. Join on May 1st if you guys are thinking about joining, because you're gonna have to pay now and on May 1st. But I'm sorry, I'll get this intro over now. Just like the video and subscribe. Patreon link is in the description. Prize Picks link is in the description, and a free Discord link are all in the description below. So go ahead and check those out for sure. But let's go ahead and talk about these player props in today's video. Sorry, really long intro. Did not plan on going that long. But first one here, I like Lucas Giolito over 6 strikeouts here. He is going to go ahead and be the first prop that I go ahead and that I like today. So let's go ahead and take a look at this here. So Lucas Giolito over 6 strikeouts. Let's take a look into this one here. So Giolito, he is right here going against the Los Angeles Angels. He is playing at home. It's a low over-under at 7, and the White Sox are favored. All this looks great to me. So 7-run over-under is a little bit less than the average, I feel like. The White Sox are favored to win, and he's playing at home. So all of that is really good for this prop right here. So if you were to take more of a look into this Giolito play real quick, though, he's a minus 142 to go out and go over 6.5 strikeouts. So we get half a strikeout bump down on Prize Picks right now. Andy's favored to go ahead and go over 6.5. So it's a great look right there. He's hitting 65% of his games between this season and last season. He's hit in 3 out of 7 in his last 10 games. So that's the only really downside about this one. He's 1 for 1 this season with 1 push. And he actually hit in both games versus the Angels last season. I think he hit 8 in both of those games last season. But yeah, and the Angels also rank 6th in K percentage to right-handed pitchers. So all of it's pretty much a really good look besides the last 10 for Lucas Giolito. So always take everything at your own risk, by the way. Always play everything at your own risk. All that different stuff, man. I'm just showing you guys what I like. I'm not telling you guys to play anything. So yeah, don't go directly just off of what I say. Take a look more into this on your own. But anyways, I like Giolito here. Let's take a look at his game log here. You can take a look at what he has done here. 3 out of 7 in his last 10 games. So that means he has pushed 3 times here. You can see 6, 6, and 6. But this is what he's done this season. He pushed here against Detroit, and he hit against Minnesota here. And the Angels here, he had 8 last time around. And the time before where he played the Angels, I think it might have been earlier than this date right there. But I like the spot here for Giolito for sure. There's a lot of good-looking stuff about this prop. The only thing that's really the downside is that, 3 out of 7 in his last 10 games, which I'm not that worried about. So especially because he's coming off a 9 strikeout game, and he's doing this even in like 4 innings pitched. He should hopefully get more than 4 innings pitched today, but I mean, he's getting it done, man. He's super efficient with the strikeouts. He's one of the best strikeout pitchers in the league right now. So yeah, great spot there for Lucas Giolito. Let's go ahead and move on to the pitching out prop right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at Corey Kluber. I like him under 16.5 pitching outs here. Corey Kluber, I like him on the under. So Corey Kluber under 16.5 pitching outs here. Let's take a look into this one here. So where is this right here? Kluber, right here. So he is at home. I will say that he is at home. Tampa Bay is favored, and the over/under is at 7.5 runs. I'm not that worried about it though, because if you take more of a look into this prop here, with Corey Kluber here. He has not hit this in 5 straight games here. We'll take a look into that one. Also, starting pitchers are 1 for 10 and going over versus the Twins in the last 10 games, going over 16.5. So, like I said, we'll take a look at this one here. You just take a look at his innings pitched here. So, last time he only pitched 1 inning. I don't really know why this was, especially because he started this game. I don't really know what that was about. I don't remember. I need to take more of a look into that one. But you can also take a look at all the rest of his games here. So 5, 4.2, 4.2. The only game where he went over is 6 right here. But if you guys don't know, 5.2 would be 17 innings pitched. If he pitched 6 innings, that's 18 outs. So if that kind of makes a little bit of sense there. So if you guys don't know what pitching outs is, it's pretty easy. Like 5 innings pitched is 15 outs, 3 outs an inning. So if you guys don't know anything about that, but yeah, so he's only hit this one time right here against Cleveland. So, and that was obviously last season. That's how he's done. I'm not sure why that's weird because that's 2020. Why is that coming up first? That's really weird. Okay, so now it's set to the most recent. I don't know what that was about. But so far this season, he's had 15, 15, and 14 pitching outs. So he really hasn't come too close to that 17 number of going over so far this season. You take a look at what other pitchers have done against the Twins here. The only pitcher to go over the 5.2 mark has been Eduardo Rodriguez in the last 10 games here. He's been the only one. He had 18 right here, but Scoble went under, Pineda, Lucas Giolito obviously went under earlier this season. So Vince Velasquez, Michael Kopech all went under, Zach Greinke. Not really any too crazy names, I will say that. Tanner Hook did go over with 5.2, and Clayton Kershaw went over. He destroyed him that game. Robbie Ray went over, but there's really not too many. Really, the big names went over. But besides, Eduardo Rodriguez and who's the other guy? Tanner Hook. So I don't know. I like the spot here. 1 out of 10 in his last 10 games. 1 out of 10 pitchers in the last 10 games have gone over versus the Twins. So I'm kind of liking that for sure for Corey Kluber to go ahead and go under 16.5. The downside about this one is that he is playing at home. 7.5 run total. We kind of like it, a little bit higher. I don't think it's anything. It's kind of average, so it's not really anything too bad. But Tampa Bay is favored. I will say that. So that's what I got for that one. And then my lean of the day here is going to go ahead and be Hernandez under 15.5. So Eliezer Hernandez here. I like him under versus the Seattle Mariners here. So let's take a look into this one here. So Eliezer Hernandez. Where is this game here? So Miami, it's at 6:40 today. So it is a little bit earlier right here. So again, he's playing at home. 7.5 run over under, but Seattle is favored to win in this one. So that's definitely favorable, is that Seattle is favored to win, but he is at home, which is kind of why he's not on my list. That's pretty much the only reason, honestly, because he is a pretty good home pitcher. I think he's hitting 3 out of 7 games between this season and last 7. This season and last season. He's hitting 3 out of 7, I believe. So that's kind of why he's not on my main list. But I do think the under is pretty valuable here. So we'll take a look into this one here. So his thing is at 15.5 here, the line. So we need him to stay at 5 or less. And you can take a look at what he's done here in the last couple games here. So 3, 6, 9, 10. So about right here. So under. He went over in this game right here against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates, very weak team. And he also went over against Philadelphia here. So he's gone over only twice in his last 10 games here. So you can take a look at this here. So against Philadelphia, which, they're a pretty good team. But then you got Philadelphia or Pittsburgh right here, who he also went over against. So 2 out of 10 in his last 10 games. It's a pretty good look right there. He's going against Seattle today, who's actually a very, very strong offense this season, with Ty France just raking. He's been insane this season, man. It will be a righty on righty for him, though, but he's also going to face a lot of lefties in this lineup here. You got a switch hitter and, 4 lefties? Yeah, 4 lefties, 3 righties, and a switch, right? No, 4 righties. Yeah, 4 righties, 4 lefties, and a switch. So, yeah. And then you got what's been going on versus Seattle and how starter pitchers have done against them. So, yeah, the Rays have been got destroyed versus Seattle with 2.2 and 2 innings pitched right there. So, Rasmussen went over. That was insane. I played this one. It was the first time going over in his career. He went over 15 pitching outs. It was crazy. We got burnt on that so bad. But you can just take a look at how they've all done. So really the only player to go ahead and go over was right here in Carlos Hernandez, Drew Rasmussen, and Justin Verlander went over this season. I think they're the only guys that went over this season. Yeah, those are the only guys that went over this season so far. So Verlander, Rasmussen, and Carlos Hernandez are the only people that have gone over 15 and a half. So that's what I'm looking for today, man. Again, always take everything at your own risk. So to kind of recap here, I like Eliza Hernandez under 15 and a half pitching outs. I like Corey Kluber under 16 and a half pitching outs. And I like Lucas Giolito over 6 strikeouts. So hopefully this video helped you guys out a little bit. Again, tailor everything at your own risk. Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. Patreon link is in the description. PrizePicks link is in the description. A bunch of guys have been using my code on PrizePicks. I seriously do appreciate it. Use code DOMG. Again, they match your first deposit 100% up to $100. I highly recommend joining. They do awesome promotions all the time. Like on Tuesdays, they do Taco Tuesday. They discount certain player props. So we've gotten some. Actually, I don't think we have an MLB. No, I think we did. We did have an MLB taco before, and I think it pushed. So we did have an MLB discount before, but mostly they do NBA. But I'm sure we'll get some once the NBA season ends pretty soon, because I think it's going to be the last month of NBA here in May. I don't think it runs into June, does it? Does the finals run to June? I don't remember at the moment. Anyways, let's go ahead, though, and end the video. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.